Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the divine worship of the Mayor.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Please be seated. I'd like to extend a very warm welcome to the City Guildhall and welcome to Lincoln, a city which no doubt many of you are extremely familiar with. Although a bit later on, with the help of my esteemed colleague, you might see some of our history that perhaps has eluded you. To start the proceedings, I would like to hand over to the Clerk of the Freemen, Tony Gale.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, Mr. Sheriff, Sheriff's Lady, Secretary of Freemen of England and Wales, fellow Freemen and guests, thank you very much for being here today. It's a great pleasure to see so many of you here and to be investing 6 new Freemen to the city. We have also got 4 associate Freemen who will also be receiving their certificates today, and we do welcome them on board. Maybe seems a long time, but it's 60 years ago this week that I was invested here as a Freeman. And I'm quite pleased that 2 of my grandchildren are being invested today. Along with the other 4 people here. You're all as important to the city as anybody else. Lincoln is a fine city. The Guild of Freemen and Freemens go back into dark history. I know some of you might laugh about that, but our heritage goes back really into Roman times, and Lincoln is a Roman city. And it is so good that we keep this part of our history going. It has had rocky times, as practically every organisation that I know of. It has good times and it has bad times. In 2000, Lincoln took the lead with 2 other guilds to invest ladies. It was frowned upon by some, but after a struggle of about 3 years, it had to be a unanimous decision of the trustees that we invested ladies, and we eventually got it through. And since then, the Guild has gone from strength to strength. We have a good relationship with the local authority, and it is very pleasing that we get invited to take part in civic ceremonies in the city. And long may it continue, Mr. Mayor. We do appreciate that. I am sure that it is good both for the city to see that its heritage is being upheld. I'm not going to say any more than that, but to ask you, Mr. Mayor, if you would please invest, firstly, the two gentlemen to be invested as Freemen of this city.
I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II.
I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II.
And to my power maintain and defend the franchises,
And to my power maintain and defend the franchises,
privileges, jurisdictions and charters of this corporation,
privileges, jurisdictions and charters of this corporation,
and perform, execute and do all such duties,
perform, execute and do all such duties,
offices and things that I am liable and ought to do,
offices and things I am liable and ought to do,
as a franchised man of this city,
as a franchised man of this city,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Charles Henry Stewart Gadd, would you please receive your certificate? Smile for me. James Mapleson. Ladies, I now call on you to take the oath. I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II.
I shall be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II,
And to my power, maintain and defend the franchises,
and in my power maintain and defend the franchises,
privileges, jurisdictions and charters of this corporation,
privileges, jurisdiction and charters of this corporation,
and perform, execute and do all such duties,
and perform, execute and do all such duties,
offices and things I am liable and ought to do,
offices and things I am liable and ought to do,
as a franchised woman of this city,
as a franchised woman of this city,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Eleanor Faye Gadd. Ellen Claire Hamming. amazing power. Dorian Webb. Paul John Banton. Finally, Roy John Holden. Sorry, Roy Frank. Having one of them days. If that's the worst thing that happens today, I will be well. Ladies and gentlemen, well, thank you, Tony.
Mr. Mayor. Welcome on board. I know that the Freemen get their certificates and become invested as Freemen in their own right. They have a right to be Freemen because of their ancestry and the services to the city. The associate Freemen are ones put forward what they have done mostly towards the Freemen and the city, not because of their right, but because